Behind the scenes at Christie's, a man has been working for months to put the Clapton guitar auction together. His name, Kerry Keane. He's the head of Christie's musical instrument department, and he's responsible for cataloging the Clapton collection. He's one of the people working behind the scenes who make Christie's a premier auction house. Founded by James Christie, this grand old house held its first sale in 1766. Today, its annual sales from offices in England, Rome, New York, and other major cities around the globe top $1 billion. For Kerry, cataloging this multi-million-dollar collection demands endless hours of meticulous research, interviewing, and photographing, really getting to know the collection inside and out. The lots here in this auction take you through Clapton's entire career. We begin with one of the great's very first instruments, a guitar he nicknamed Cherry Red.
Well, for me, it's the most significant instrument in this sale, in this collection. It's a guitar that he purchased when he was 20 years old, a young player in the Yardbirds. Purchased this guitar because one of his heroes, Freddie King, played an instrument very similar to this.
It's a Gibson guitar of many blues players who influenced Clapton. It's estimated to sell for over $60,000, and as you can see, it was not easy for him to part with.
Now, I don't know, you're the expert. Is it just me? I think I can actually feel the miles vibrating off this from the tour.
No, a well-worn case, certainly road-worn.
This guitar, a Fender Stratocaster, is another one of Clapton's oldest and dearest, a guitar called Blackie.
Looking at the estimate on this, $100,000 to $150,000. It's actually quite a bit more expensive than some of the others I've seen. Why is that?
This instrument represents the most recognizable guitar for many of his fans in his later period. This was a guitar he purchased in 1970.
Clapton bought this instrument in Nashville when he went to play with Johnny Cash. He liked it so much that he bought 6 of them and used them to build the ultimate guitar.
He liked the feel and neck of one instrument and the body on yet another. And he took these component parts and married them together to form this guitar, his perfect Frankenstein, that he named Blackie. And let's take a look at the use that this guitar has had. Really well worn. First, in these days, a lot of smoking during gigs, well burnt up here at the headstock, and the wear on the neck, fingerboard, as well as the back of the instrument is really noticeable.
Of course, Clapton had all the darker side of any self-respecting rock star. In the preview hall, there are instruments that Clapton put together, and one that he tore apart. Years ago, legendary guitar maker Tony Zamatis designed this beautiful 12-string with Clapton. The instrument, dubbed Ivan the Terrible, was smashed during a fight between Clapton and his girlfriend. Only the guitar's neck returned to Zamatis, who performed some magic to restore the instrument. I soon find out that Kerry isn't just an auction house worker. He's a true fan.
But if I had to own any guitar here in the sale, it would be this one here, Lot 19.
Why?
This guitar, this specific instrument in the lap of Eric Clapton, is singularly responsible for the repopularity of playing acoustic guitar today.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven?
Clapton played this guitar on MTV's Unplugged in 1991, one of the pivotal moments in his career. The Unplugged album sold millions of copies, spurring many more musicians to break out their acoustic guitars.
I must be strong.
As you can see, Clapton still plays incredible acoustic sets on guitars just like Lot 19. But I'm about to get to hear the one that started it all, up close and personal.
Kerry, you've actually played these?
A few of them. And would you like to go listen to this one?
We can do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see.
Kerry brings me on a trip to Christie's Inner Sanctum, a place where Kerry can stop working and play.
Nice. It sounds amazing.
No, it really does. It's a wonderfully balanced instrument. Loud, at the same time sweet. You just hear that wonderful bass. it speaks. To be able to be locked down 3 levels below ground at Christie's every day for a good couple of months and cataloging these instruments, I got about a third of the way through when I said, my Lord, I haven't played one of these yet. And then I started. Each one I unpacked, I played a bit and then cataloged it.
In between riffs, Kerry needed to confirm the maker, determine the condition, establish a value for every guitar, and spend an entire day with Eric Clapton talking music. All in all, it had been a great ride for Kerry and a fantastic gig. And as it turns out, the Clapton event is more than your average auction. These great instruments are being auctioned for a cause, and Eric Clapton has a mission beyond rock and roll.